snowfall right now targeting the prairies, multiple rounds, and that could be spreading further into different parts of the country. We're here to break it all down for you. I'm Matt Hamill alongside meteorologist Nicole Karkic. Connor O'Donovan is on the ground in Edmonton. We'll be getting some updates from him in a moment and over the next little while. But Nicole, the snowfall already underway, particularly for Alberta.
Exactly. This is an Alberta clipper moving through. It's the first one, right? We've got another one coming through the end of the week. The blue, the snow, that's been targeting northern Alberta, pushing into parts of Saskatchewan. But the pinks and the greens, you know, that's where we're seeing rain and mixing. So Edmonton this season so far has only had trace amounts of snow. We thought this would deliver maybe 5 centimeters, but it's been more of a mixed situation. Let's bring in Connor, who's in Edmonton right now. That might be the only pile of snow we can really find in Edmonton right now. But how have residents been feeling about the fact that they kind of missed this winter wallop? Yes, well, they might not miss it through tomorrow, Connor, because we have more coming. On average, we see about 20 centimeters of snow for Edmonton usually in the month of November. So there's still some more time left to go. How's it feeling out there? Is it feeling raw? What are the winds like?
Again, that multiple rounds of snow for the region, so we'll look forward to touching base with you, and thanks again for your time. And Nicole, let's kind of break down what we're expecting in the next little while here.
So we're going to possibly check in with Connor tomorrow because there might be more snow on the ground as, you know, this first clipper moves through targeting the Yellowhead Highway, but then the second one through tomorrow, Matt, as we've been talking about, is going to touch down towards Red Deer, get into possibly Regina and Winnipeg as well. Alberta clippers move quickly. I mean, they tend to drop about 5 to 10 centimeters of snow, so that's what we're expecting with these rounds. Not so windy in Edmonton, as Connor was saying, but down in the south, Matt, we've got windy conditions, maybe some downsloping winds today, warming it up in the south. Yeah,
it really looks to be where some of the stronger winds are over the next day or two is southern Alberta compared to the rest of the prairie region. Maybe some of that moving over into southern Saskatchewan, but temperature-wise, boy, weren't lying about that temperature bump that we're getting with this pattern.
And to explain the fact that we don't have the snow in Edmonton, we look at the temperatures here. Daytime high coming in at +1. So it's so tricky when we're forecasting this because if you're hovering around the freezing mark, it could be the snow. It could be the rain at times through the day. So got lucky without the snow punch, but again through Friday morning's commute along the QE2, anticipating snow between Edmonton and Red Deer, and then it moves on out and even some rain chances in the south. Snow also touching BC, Matt. We've got the highway mountain passes, seeing more snow and moisture through Friday.
Yeah, for the prairies, of course, the travel implications, as you just highlighted for BC as well, those highway passes, and plenty of rainfall expected as well.
Absolutely, and we'll continue throughout the hour to talk about snow that's hitting parts of Ontario and Quebec today and the weekend.
But also keep in mind, there is also snow in the forecast across the higher elevations, and at times it could mix down towards the highway passes.
Thanks, Amin. And the snowy conversation continues in the west for Alberta. Estimated snow on the ground didn't really touch Edmonton early today. You got more of a rain-snow mix, but for the north and heading into Saskatchewan and Manitoba, we're getting touched by this clipper moving through, dropping about 5 to 10 centimeters of snow in its path. Then we get another one coming through, number 2 clipper through Friday, which will move towards Edmonton and Red Deer. Better chance that you'll get that snow for tomorrow morning. So just keep that in mind when you're traveling. It'll bring on the high end 10 centimeters. Regina probably around that 5 centimeter or under range. You'll see some mixing too. It's just so tricky this time of year as temperatures hover around the freezing mark for many in the path of that snow. Now winds have been kicking up today in the south of Alberta, so you see warmer temperatures. Tomorrow we'll also see them pretty gusty around Pincher Creek and the south as well. This afternoon, it's the Chinook winds that brought us up to 15 degrees for the forecast high in Calgary. So here's a look again at the snow that's going to make its way through on Friday. So just a heads up for travel. Heads up for travel in northern Ontario and northern Quebec. As through Friday, we've got rain coming at you. Southern Ontario will see some rain for your Friday. And then for the long range forecast, we'll keep an eye on this. We could be seeing our first significant snowfall of the season along the lakeshore. If you're a gardener, here's a 5-letter word you might not want to hear in the spring and fall.
Frost.
It can create impressive scenes, but it can also damage plants and crops. In simplest terms, frost is dew that freezes on surfaces, and if you want to know when it's coming, then watch for the 3 C's. During the day, solar energy heats the Earth, but as night approaches, if we see the first C, clear skies, this allows more radiational cooling versus when we have cloud cover, which can help trap heat in the overnight. The next C, calm winds. This prevents stirring of the atmosphere, which can stop those ice crystals from having time to deposit. The third C we need is cool temperatures. When surface temperatures drop below 0 degrees, the saturated air and water vapor is able to be deposited as ice. If you're keeping an eye on your crops or gardens during the growing season, Environment Canada will issue frost advisories when conditions are ideal for it to develop, and protection can be put into place. The first and last date these advisories will be issued will vary based on your location.